Gorp on the YouTube thing. Nice. 12-minute video is too long. I'm not gonna watch it permasmung. If you're not gonna do it right, at least watch a video, Sag. 12 minutes? It's too long.
Finally on summer break.
It is
You just can't wait to go home and spend your entire vacation on your computer, playing countless hours of video games.
Watch 1 minute. The constant entertainment. Greetings from Australia. I watch you every morning on YouTube and before I go to sleep on Twitch.
Nice, man.
I play Dota most days, but it feels like it's getting so stale. Not sure if you agree.
Yeah, it's very stale.
Home and spend your entire vacation on your computer, playing countless hours of video games because you're a fucking loser. You begin to play all sorts of games, ranging from competitive to storytelling to even that straight up weird shit. Game after game after game, all the way through night till the sun comes out. You end up playing so many different games that you finally end up having no
He's
other
talking
games
about Dota
to
in this
play.
video, guys.
You start to
Dota
slowly realize
Dota
that
2 player base never grows.
this is it. The fun is over.
Good luck tomorrow.
You completed everything. I mean, you finished The Witcher a couple times. You got Gladiator on WoW. You even bought a girlfriend on RuneScape, even though you knew it was actually a dude.
Did you guys know I have the rarest mount in all of WoW? Like actually the rarest mount of all of WoW. I was season 3, 4, 5 Gladiator. I think season 3 Gladiator mount is the nobody almost like there are almost no people in WoW that have that one.
2-hour Minecraft run.
I have one of the rarest mounts.
Close the game. Now you're just sitting and staring at your desktop, waiting to feel that sense of excitement of wanting to play video games again, but you feel nothing.
You've got mail.
All of a sudden you get an email. You wake up and rub your eyes to see what it is, and it's an invitation to the Dota 2 beta. You screech like a giddy schoolgirl and download the game. You find out that all your friends have the game too and start playing together. You find matches instantly and begin to try out every hero in the game with all these crazy, wacky builds. Dataless Earthshaker, Mid-Pudge, Support Void, you name it. Anyone was playing anywhere because no one gave a fuck about the meta. All of a sudden, you find yourself in this endless loop of finding match after match filled with that thrill of loving video games all over again. Dota 2 was a masterpiece, became one of the biggest games that year, setting yet another milestone in Valve's greatest achievements.
Licking bottle. Huh?
That was 5 years ago.
5 years.
Dota 2 in 2022 is now
more than
a
5 years
completely different place from what it used to be. Half the player base has gone missing. Valve no longer listens to their community as much as they used to. New content is now an extremely rare thing to come by, with the battle pass being the only thing you could really be excited for. And we're starting to question if the balanced team actually even exists at all. So what exactly happened to this game? Well, a lot of things, that's for sure. Now, just to be clear, since I already see some of you copium-induced Dota addicts flooding the comment section with your retarded comments like, Dota's not a dead game, you're just stupid. Or, if Dota's considered dead, then your channel is just as alive as my grandma. Listen, okay, I'm not just gonna sit here and bash on the game saying it sucks. I mean, it clearly doesn't. Always keeping a top 5 spot on Steam is pretty impressive. I love the game, or at least what the game used to be. It also gave me the opportunity to make a living doing what I love the most, making videos, live streaming, and making.
If you think about it, like any game that was released 10 years ago, guys, try to think of more than one game that was released around 10 years ago, that's been around for 10 years, that's not considered dead today. Like, what game is actually alive? Think about it. What is Fortnite alive? No, it's fucking also dying. League is also dying. Everything is dying, isn't it? Like, what was this? GTA 5? Oh, GTA 5 is fair. I think GTA 5 is not considered dead. Counter-Strike is doing pretty good too. But it's not a lot of them, right? WoW is fucking dead as a fucking insanely dead, dude. Come on.
Laugh.
How's League dying? I don't know. I think all MOBAs are going down a little bit.
But now, with all that being said, I am also here to state facts, which fact number 1, this game is nowhere near as popular as it used to be. Back in the start of 2016, Dota 2 was at its prime, with standing
that's when I started streaming,
1 million concurrent player count, peaking at around 1,291,000 players. And this continued on for a whole year until March 2017, where it would eventually and unfortunately fall off a bit, going slightly below 1 million. And ever since that drop, it has just been going lower and lower and lower. Right now, as of June 20th, 2022, Dota 2 peaked at around 699,000 concurrent players, just slightly above the amount of players they did have during the closed beta testing back in 2013. That's a pretty big yikes. Do you guys want to know how many players League of Legends peaked? Of course you don't. You hate this game and you think it sucks compared to Dota 2, right? Well, as of June 2022, the game that you guys think sucks and is completely inferior to Dota 2 peaked at around 1,349,000. And their average monthly player base? 126 million.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird. Advertising.
No, I see you guys there typing in your angry, rage-filled comments in all caps. Don't worry. Trust me, you're wasting your time, all right? I've heard it all before. Blah, blah. The game is just harder. Blah, blah, blah. League of Legends is for noobs who can't handle a real man's game, which honestly is true. But you know what else is true? It's that these things right here, this right here, is full-on, hard as fuck copium. That's right. Copium, and as the Dota 2 community, we need a lot of it. Something I will never understand is why do we as the Dota community love to justify our game for being dead as the game is just hard, bro, or noobs can't handle this game, they should just go play something else. Like, this is one of the reasons why our game is slowly.
Gorgc Bristol God get a first band every game. Good luck in the what's
going
left
downhill.
of the tour.
And trust me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to falling off, okay? Just look at my stats right here. Sorry. Just had to get it off my chest. But the question is, how can we help stop making this worse? Well, the truth is, we can't. We can't do shit about it. At the end of the day, Valve is the only thing that has power over the situation. So if they choose not to listen and care about it, well, then I guess just don't act surprised if you see me make a Smite video all of a sudden. Yes, that's right. I said it. Even fucking Smite has overtaken us. Jesus Christ. Now, I may not have the power to change anything, but I can certainly share my opinion on what I think is killing the game slowly. Now, I'm not saying that I have all the right answers and that they should listen to me, but I do think I know exactly what is holding this game back from being as popular as it once was, like back in the day. Now, do keep in mind that this is just my opinion.
The game is too slow.
Think about all of the really popular online multiplayer games that have released in the past few years. Which ones come to mind? Well, for me, it's PUBG,
I think I'm gonna disagree with this video.
Fortnite, Fall Guys, Valorant, just to name a few. Now, what do all of these games have in common? Well, besides most of them being battle royales, all of these games are relatively fast-paced and have zero downtime. What I mean by zero downtime is that you very rarely feel like you're just sitting and waiting for things to happen. You're almost always doing something and actually playing the game. And this is why battle royale games have taken over and have become such a huge success. The nature of battle royales is that you almost never have to sit and wait. You queue up, you find a match, you drop in, you try looting, oh, you died. That's fine, leave the game, queue up, you find the match, you drop in, you loot, you find a gun, kill a bunch of people, oh, you died again, well, that's fine, leave the game, queue up again. It's just that simple. Fast-paced, enjoyable gameplay. This is what attracts gamers in this day and age. In Dota 2, you queue up, you wait. You found the match, you pick your hero, you wait. Finally spawn in, buy your items, you wait. Creeps spawn in, oh, whoops, you died, you wait. You revived, you TP back to lane, you die immediately again right after, you wait. You revived, your team's arguing, everyone's AFK, well, guess what? You wait for the enemy team to end the game. This is not fun. Now, what am I trying to say here? Am I suggesting that we should turn Dota into a battle royale? Obviously fucking not. That would be a stupid as fuck idea. Oh wait, they already did that. Now, all I'm trying to say is that if we were to show this to the average Among Us normie gamer, that this is the type of experience that Dota 2 would offer you, they would stay as far away from this absolute dogshit trash as possible. This game just does not appeal to anyone that hasn't played a MOBA before. They would much prefer short, fast-paced, quick gameplay. And this is why League of Legends is by far the more popular MOBA, since their games run for approximately 15 to 30 minutes long compared to Dota 2. Right? The 2 actually stands for you need at least 2 fucking hours to fit at least one game in, because God forbid the enemy team doesn't pick techies, Rubik, or Sniper and just sits at high ground to delay the game as long as possible so they can wait for their Medusa to finally kick in. And this is exactly why Valve added a short competitive match mode for CSGO. They were aware that not all gamers out there were willing to sit through multiple agonizing hours.
Player at max and doom calling lol.
Wait, this guy sounds like he's Arkham player, Max and Doom calling.
Now they can just queue this instead. This mode allowed players to play good old CSGO exactly the way it used to be, just with half the amount of rounds needed for a victory. And as you can see, the update clearly worked, going from 700 to 800,000 peak players a day back to a steady 1 million as of April 2022. Now I know what you're gonna say. Well, Blitz, isn't that why they added a turbo mode? Well, yes, but
Hey, so I
Not
did say
quite.
that.
You see, CSGO has ranked short quick match mode. Turbo is strictly only normal. And with the majority of the Dota 2 community being so competitive and preferring ranked over normal matchmaking, you can see how this doesn't really change anything. This turbo mode only appeals to casuals, which, let's be honest, are not a lot of people in the Dota 2 community. Now, this is great and all, and I feel like I've already proved my point, but where does this leave us now? Am I basically telling Valve to completely revamp the overall gameplay of Dota 2 and ruin the game for the hardcore fans? No. I honestly, I don't know what they can do or how they can fix this problem. However, I do have one sort of band-aid solution that may not exactly fix the game, but I think it would really, really help.
The seed button, I guess. Surrender vote function. Yeah, I knew it.
You know, you would think that out of all the MOBA games out there, the one that has the longest average match time surely would have a surrender function, right? Nope. Well, why not? Because fuck you, that's why. Whoever says this game doesn't need a surrender function is a fucking idiot. Oh, we don't need a surrender function. We're not pussies. Every game is winnable. Yeah. I would love to see the same person queue up for a game where his mid laner is 0 and 20, his anti-mage destroyed all of his items, his off-laner built Dagon first item, and his support is ward blocking every single neutral camp he's trying to farm. All of this as the enemy team camps outside your fountain and the enemy pudge with 30 flesh heap stacks just keeps on
he's not wrong here,
and over again. And then I'll ask you again, would you like to surrender now, bitch? There is literally, and I mean literally, no good reason at all to not have a surrender function in a MOBA game. A MOBA game. Do you have any idea what type of people still play fucking MOBAs in the year 2022? People who have the mental strength of a toddler and can't work as a team and are so severely depressed that they just give up so easily on every rough situation they're put in. Those are the type of people you have on your team. So why the fuck do we still not have this shit? It's just so fucking pathetic. Jesus. Like, I actually struggle to understand why they choose to just not add it to the game. It's almost like they are aware that this is the only thing that keeps Dota 2 special, standing out from the rest of the MOBAs, which isn't even special in the first place. It's just fucking dumb. If professional teams and tournaments can do it, then why can't we? Like, I just will never understand. This will forever remain my biggest pet peeve in Dota 2, and I can only hope that Valve finally realizes how stupid they are and comes to their senses and adds it soon. Please.
A lack of updates? I mean, damage, sure. I have some takes around this video. I don't think he's entirely right, but a lot of things, actually.
Actually received updates,
but I'm waiting for him to finish.
And no, I'm not talking about only balance patches. I'm talking actual gameplay updates. There was even a time when IceFrog himself tweeted out that he wanted to try updating the game every 2 weeks.
Don't tweet it? Not right now.
That didn't last long. Initially, we were used to waiting around 1 month
every 2 weeks? Yeah, I remember that.
Then 1 month slowly turned into 2. Then 2 turned into 3. And now I don't even think Valve themselves know when an update is coming. Do you guys still remember this guy and how much MMR he stole from you? It took them 4.5 months to finally fix this fucker. I still have nightmares. Nowadays, it ranges from around 3 to 5 months for a big update to roll out in this game. And as you sit there waiting month after month after month for the next big patch, wondering what kind of exciting new things they're going to be doing to your favorite hero, when the update finally drops and you scroll through trying to search for it, sometimes it could just be fucking heartbreaking, man.
Turn rate, that would be pog.
Now, to finally put this video to an end, I just want to make a couple things clear. This isn't some hate video towards Dota 2 and its community. If you still love the game, then I salute you. More power to you. I just personally think that Valve, when they want to, can definitely do better. And they've shown this time and time again. I mean, come on.
Battle Royals, the walking simulator genre, are fast-paced.
Talent trees, Aghanim's Labyrinth, Dire Tide, these were steps in the right direction. I used to love this game, and I want to be able to say that I love it again. So, please, Valve, if I could just ask for one thing, just one thing, could you guys please stop trying with the anime? It fucking sucks.
Not entirely wrong there, at least. I have a little bit of a take around this. So one of his main arguments is, first of all, the turbo thing, sure. I think they could add turbo ranked. And I think that's actually the best way to get around the new player thing, if the game is feeling slow for new players. But changing it for old players is a really bad idea, because as sad as it is, I think the reason Dota has a big player base is because players are so dug in to this game. Like I saw chat's reaction when he even mentioned the concede button. Everybody got so mad, you know, like people are too dug into the ways, you know, and the differences between us and other games. So I think changing those will only negatively impact Dota because people are way too dug in. Like people are old at this point, they don't want things to change too much, you know. So I think adding additional modes like turbo ranked, that's fine. I think that's not a big deal as long as you don't impact the core gameplay of the people that still play this game. So I don't think changing that would be good. The concede button, you know, like it's hard to say because I've had different opinions on this, and I have a very opinion that doesn't matter to chat, but it matters to me. I think concede button should exist above 7.5 kmmr, simply because above 7.5 kmmr you don't have roll queue, so sometimes games are just awful, you know. You have fucking V2 in every other game saying feel free to end, you know. It's like, and he just stands AFK in fountain, and his account is unbannable because he's a pro player. I'm not saying he's the only one that does it, but it's just an example. Like so many people do it, and it's so annoying. So at that point I do want to concede buttons because it is boring sitting through 5 to 10 minutes after they say feel free to end, and you can't do anything about it because they're pro players. You can't ban their accounts. It's just like, it's so pointless, you know. And it's not just VTune, it's like almost everybody does this, and it's just so boring. And yeah, in some cases I would actually like a concede button, but then again, I will say this again, I think changes like that for Dota overall, I think is bad, because people are too dug in, and it's too big of a change, and people will hate Valve for it, and they feel like it's part of what makes Dota special, and I get it, and that's fine. I just don't think it's a good move, not good move for Valve. I think they will lose players doing that, so I don't think it's a good move to add concede button for everybody. I think just for 7.5 kmmr if you add it, because our rules are different anyways, because we don't have roll queue. I wish there was roll queue in balanced games, but sometimes you just have 4 carry players in one team and the game is over at 10 minutes, you know, and that just sucks. But that's about it. I guess what else did he touch on this video? The waiting part, I mean, yeah, like I said, turbo ranked. I think if that was more of a standard, that's fine. I don't mind that. I think it's a good way. The surrender option, lack of updates. I mean, what can you say about this? I've touched on this before. Valve are, I think Ice Rogue is on break or something like that, and also Valve are scared to change the game too much because every time they change it, they lose players. People are too dug in. So I don't know if change is the answer, but I think adding things to Dota, like for instance, I think it would have been a genius move by them, instead of making this like this Dota Underlords thing. It's actually not that bad of a game, right? But if they added it inside the game, you know, like that shit's really good, you know? Like add it, like if there was just a tab here in Dota called Dota Underlords right here, I would play the shit out of that, you know? But I have to open up a different, like add things to the game, but don't change things. That would be my take, you know, more. Alright, it's the end of take. I don't think it's a very crazy take, but I'm trying to think of what's best for them as a like game and company to keep players, but at the same time not like...
The most fun I had in Dota was...
I mean, Dota is definitely more sweaty now than it was 10 years ago, that's for sure. Turbo rank will not work because turbo is not balanced. Yeah, but what if they just balanced it a bit more? Just balance it, lol. But yeah, maybe that would be too much work. They're not even updating the regular game, so they're gonna update turbo as well. Oh boy, you know. Concede button pops after a 30k net worth difference, win probably at 90%. I don't know. People won't like that. Like I said, I don't think it's a good idea adding concede button in general. Like I said, the only time they would add it is maybe for high MMR games because, well, we don't have roll queue, and I think roll queue, the fact that we don't have roll queue sucks. I think we should have roll queue, and then I don't care. But surrender button. Okay, wait. Let's make a poll in chat. Surrender button. We'll do one for everybody. Surrender. Surrender? Yes or no? You guys want surrender button Dota? I would guess that most people would not want it, but you know, I don't really care that much. I think I should have it, but I don't think everybody should have it, which is kind of a weird take. I know it sounds like I'm really entitled, but it's like, I feel like high MMR games are already playing in different rules, you know? So why not just, you know, like it's almost like a pro game sometimes anyway. Yeah. Alright, there's actually more people that not like surrender. That's crazy. I expected it to be like maybe 70-30 for no. Okay.